also thought that when you're just talking about the overall scheme, Arthur Smith, man, he cooking up something, bro. And our personnel, the way that he's utilizing it, the way that he is getting the offense to resonate and respond to him, bro, I think we're going to be a lot better than people kind of expecting us to be this year on offense, man. Number one, physical as heck. Physical. A lot of big bodies out there, man. 12 and 13 personnel. You're just like, everything is coming out of 12 and 13 personnel. It looks like, oh, it's 4 wide receivers. Nah, that's 13 personnel. That's Moof. That's Darnell Washington. That's Connor Hayward. And that's GP. And the way that he is making the defense have to guard and respond and react, that's the part that's beautiful. Now, if GP keeps doing what we saw him doing today, yeah, we ain't got no issues. All right. Because GP
the
can
receiver core as this.
I didn't say that, but Van Jefferson, shout out to Van. Van definitely showed he surprised me a couple times today. I did like that from him, man. But this is the thing, man. The reason why I'm not saying I'm cool with the wide receiver group is because I didn't see a ton of let the other wide receiver cook. It was more so I'm playing 13 personnel. I'm going to make you play base defense. I'm going to line up my 3 tight ends. Actually, I might start out 2 by 2 so I can get you, GP out here out wide on the backside, put Connor in the slot on the backside, and I'm going to have Darnell, and then I'm going to have Moof, even in the core maybe tight. But I'm going to force you to play base. Then after that, I'm going to motion and build this formation, and now I have it where you have to walk this safety down here, which now tells me that this has to be one-on-one on the backside, and it's GP versus your corner. Good luck. If he's pressed, I'm going deep. If he's off, I'm throwing it now. And now you got to tackle him. You can't be right. Oh, y'all want to safety going to go on that side? Okay. Move now. You're cooking up the front side. Oh, okay. You want to run with move? Connor Hayward. Now you're cooking the backside linebacker. Oh, okay. You don't want to deal with that? All right. Darn no, you catch us in the flat. Now make him tackle you, big boy. Oh, now is this Najee out here? Because it's even physical, more big that way. Or is it 30? Who they go say, you know what? You fastly saw the backside. Now let's see if you catch what I'm telling you, bro. It's OG New England Patriots style is what I feel like, man. When they had the big tight end situation, the Gronk Hernandez, that type, that's what it looked like. I hate to play against it, but I love watching it. And if GP is doing that, then that next receiver doesn't matter as much, is what I'm getting to. What Van Jefferson was doing, I'm like, yo, if that's how y'all going to play it, he's perfect for what y'all are going to ask him to do in terms of when we get in 2 or 3 wide receivers. But it looks like the majority of what you're trying to do is play big physical football. Make teams have to put their big bodies out there and see can their big athletes be better than our big athletes. And we feel personally that Darnell Washington really, and Connor Hayward are going to be better than the outside linebacker and the 2 inside linebackers. And then when we throw in Jalen Warren or Najee, now whatever linebacker you want to put, you can't be right. And if your corner isn't a dog, then you're going to have a long day dealing with GP on the backside. Because now you got to pick and choose between stopping this run, stopping these big bodies on the front side, or giving your corner help on the backside because we one-on-one all day. And that's the part where is when you're seeing it, you see the plan, you see the vision, and it's very simplified. But even though it's simplified, you can see all the detail with it in terms of the different checks that are going on. You're watching them, you're like, bro, they really are checking almost everything in terms of just reacting to certain things. Like, yo, all right, I don't like this. We're going to hit you this way. A lot of communication. It's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful.
Glad we got a competent offensive coordinator in the house.
So I would say it like this. You call it competence. I call it more prepared in the sense of veteran, because the difference is, and this is what has been communicated to me as well, a plan. It's a difference between you having a playbook, you having plays. Everybody has plays. Everybody has a scheme. But at this level, the way that it's been communicated to me specifically was you really have to have the plan of how you're trying to get a defense. You want to get them to this so you can get this. Not, bro, I can cook you a 4 wide, 3 wide. I could jet sweep. I could do this. I call plays. And now I'm trying to see, is he good enough to do this? Is this coordinator good enough to make my scheme work? Is this offensive line good enough to block every single time? Versus what Arthur Smith is more of, this is what I'm trying to get accomplished. What do you do well? How do you fit what I'm trying to do? Let me make this thing work here. And it's just, like
That's
I
how it
said,
should
that's
be.
the veteran stuff. Right. But not every coach is like that. And I've played with some where it's like, yo, go make
That's
me
why
right.
we're pumped about Arthur Smith.
Yeah. But sometimes you need that. 7 doesn't need this. You think 7 would need somebody to simplify and say, bro, we're going to dumb it down to this? Nah, 7's the guy who's like, yo, I know what I'm trying to get off right here. And he's nice enough to be above anything. And that's why you could go from a Haley to a Fichtner to a Canada, and his numbers are still going to be his numbers, right? So that's the part where you just got to know your personnel with it as well. And that's why it's like, when I was like with the whole Canada and Kenny, it's like, sometimes, man, it's just bad marriage. Because what he's trying to do, this player doesn't need that. And what he needs, this guy isn't trying to give. And that's the part where it's just like, hey.
Yeah, perfect storm for why Kenny didn't work
Yeah.
out here, in my opinion. I stand by it. Like, it was,
Fair enough, man.
it was everything.
Hey.
From Canada being here, Kenny
For
being
both
hurt.
of them, bro, I look at both of them dudes. Because I'm like, if you're Matt Canada and you had Ben, and you had him for the whole time,
Well, we saw that.
it won.
Did
Did he not win?
Yeah, Ben overrode Canada's
We-
shitty plays.
Cool. But once again, it worked for Canada because statistically it worked.
It wasn't pretty.
Either
wasn't
way,
pretty.
statistically it worked better than when
Ben-
he had Kenny, did
Ben
it not?
saved it in
Did
the
it
fourth
work
quarter every
better
time.
with 7 than it did with Kenny from your perspective?
It still wasn't good enough. I mean,
Did
if
it work
Ben was coming back, we needed to
better
fire
is what I'm
Canada.
asking you. Well, did it work better?
Oh, it's because it's 7.
And that's
But
what
it had
we're
nothing to do with
saying.
Canada.
So if you're Canada,
Canada was
you
screwing
get
up the
screwed
operation.
because of your personnel, and if you're personnel, you're screwed because of your coach. And that's why I said they both hand in hand. You can't do this one without that one. They both did each other. It was bad for both of them, man. And that's why they both have new employment elsewhere. Like, you're not working here no more. Go do something over there, but not here. With Arthur, though, it's like, yo, shout out to Arthur, though, man. Like, I get it. I see it. It's not the most glamorous, though. It's not going to be super exotic. But it's like, yo, I see exactly what he is trying to get accomplished. And there were plenty of times that me and you both would say last year with Canada or the past 2 years with Canada, it was like, I don't always know what he's trying to get done. And even the stuff that we saw him do collegially with pre-snap shifts and motions to undress teams to learn their coverage, he wasn't doing that here either. So it was like, yo, I don't know.
Yeah, the only time we had an identity
Yeah.
was the end of Kenny's rookie year.
Yeah.
That was it.
No.
Outside of that, it was a mess for about 80% of the time.
No. But Arthur Smith, man. Arthur Smith, Russ, and Fields. And also for Arthur, I'm sure it's people going to be like, man, that's because he got Russ and Fields. So, of course, it's going to look better.
I think Kenny would have done fine. I mean, that's my take on it.
And that's fair. That's fair. We know that. And nothing wrong with that. But from what we're seeing is like a lot of people aren't going to be surprised if this is successful because of the quarterbacks. But all I'm saying is I do think Arthur Smith, man, what he's cooking up is going to benefit this offense regardless of which one of those guys are out there as well.